Hey everybody, this is Steven. Hope you're having a blessed day and a beautiful day. It is definitely quite humid outside. It's been raining for a while. I wanted to touch on a topic that has been on my mind for quite a while, for the past probably, well, let's just say for a very, very long time. I've meditated upon this topic for more than 20 years. Specifically, Matthew 18:21 through 22. Peter came to the Lord and asked him, said, "How many times shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Shall it be 7 times?" And the Lord said, "I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 77 times." Now, if you do your mathematics, I think that's around 539 times. Let's go ahead and check it real quick. So, basically, mathematically, I think the Lord is saying not only to be, 539 times, not to be, uh, but to be merciful in your and generous in your forgiveness. Okay, I apologize for stalling right there. Sometimes the thoughts in my head don't come as fast as they should, and sometimes they go faster than they should. So it makes me think about the times that I've had with my own brother, John Matthew, and I seek his forgiveness for times past, and then it makes me think about my brothers that I work with at work and my brothers at church, and I wonder about the notion of forgiveness. How many times shall I forgive my brother if he trespasses against me? You know, Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. So how many times shall I forgive my friend? How many times shall I forgive the people that do wrong against me? How many times shall I forgive in my heart? Should it be 7 times only? Or should it be 77 times 7 only? It's a good question. Think about it like this. If the Lord's mercies are unnumbered, more than every sand grain on every beach and every sea on the coasts of the 7 continents, even into the isles, his mercies exceed that number. So imagine you have billions upon zillions of trillions of sand grains. So imagine how merciful the Lord is concerning us. Okay? So how shall we be to our brothers? How shall we be in regards to forgiveness? We should be plentiful. We should abound in forgiveness. We should be generous in forgiveness, and quick to listen and slow to speak. And that's one thing that I struggle with is I'm not a very good listener. But it also comes back tracing along the line of the circle from degree 1 all the way to degree 360. You come back to the epicenter of all things, and that is yourself. So if you can forgive your brothers, can't you forgive yourself? It's a good question. I had a dream one time that a gentleman came to me in my dream, and he had a piece of paper and a pen, and he said, "Here, Stephen, I want you to write on it." And he said, just take the pen and write on it. So I wrote on a piece of paper, and I gave it back to him, and he said, "Well, what does this say?" And it said two words that will forever resound in my mind for the rest of my life, to the end of my days. It said, "Forgive thyself." So there are two manners of people that you must forgive in this world. That is the people that are outside of you, and then there's yourself. Because we make mistakes, we fall, we falter, we stumble, we backslide, we transgress, we commit sin unknowingly or knowingly, and ultimately we should be very generous with ourselves. Colleague of mine I spoke with today, Tracy. If you're watching this video, Tracy, I was thinking about you. She had talked to me in times past about forgiveness, towards her husband, who happens to have bipolar disorder. which is similar to schizophrenia, and I myself have been diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, which is a blend of schizophrenia and manic depression, bipolar. So whatever you want to call it, I am as I am. So um, she asked me about accountability, but she also asked me about forgiveness. And I think you should be very generous with your forgiveness towards people. I really truly believe that people deserve to be forgiven. And on top of that, I had a gentleman that I had a quarrel with about 2 to 2.5, maybe 3 weeks ago, about going to church. And without revealing too much information, I got into a very very heated argument with him, and I disputed. Let me just say that. Well, I decided after my anger had been softened, I reconciled with him. I wanted to forgive my brother, and I wanted him to forgive me. So the synopsis of today, the topic of today is forgiveness. Be forgiving, because you never know when the Lord may not forgive you for not forgiving other people. So peace, love, and happiness.